Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the celebration for Pittsburgh State University's Associate of Arts degree. You all earned it last fall, and we're glad you're here today to allow us to celebrate you. So let's have a big round of applause for that. My name is Dr. John Bartlow, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Associate Vice President and Dean of Students here at Pittsburgh State University. Another hat I often wear is that of MC, and I'm happy to be in that role this afternoon. Students, you might not realize this, but you are in rare company. Pitt State is the first university in Kansas to award an Associate of Arts degree to its students automatically as it is earned. We made history with our first class of graduates in February of 2024, and you represent the fifth set of students to receive this degree automatically. You might not have come to Pitt State thinking you'd leave with an Associate of Arts degree, but surprise, you are. And this is an exciting day for you and for us here at Pittsburgh State. You are celebrating today this degree because you earned it, and that is no easy feat. Your persistence has paid off, and you're well on your way to a four-year degree, and possibly even more. Even though you're not done with your time in college, this is an important milestone, and it's important to mark the occasion. We extend our thanks to those who joined you here today to celebrate with you, and to those who've joined us online to watch as you receive this degree. Here with us this afternoon are our Provost, Dr. Susan Bond, and of course the President of Pittsburgh State University, Dr. Thomas Newsom. Before we invite Dr. Newsom to the stage, let's go through a few small pieces of business. Students, you'll leave today with a white, gold, and crimson honor cord unique to those who have earned this degree. And we invite you to wear it when you walk in the commencement ceremony for your bachelor's degree. Please take a look at the first page in your program for a description of the meaning behind the colors. You'll also leave with a keepsake program listing your name and those of your fellow graduates. Watch your email for instructions for downloading your diploma. It's electronic and printable. Frame it, hang it in your home as a reminder of what you've achieved, and more importantly, what is yet to come. A recording of this celebration will be posted to pittstate.edu/watch, so feel free to share it with loved ones who couldn't participate today. Finally, please stay and celebrate with us at a reception in the lobby immediately following this program. And now it's my pleasure to welcome the President of Pittsburgh State University, Dr. Thomas Newsom.
Thank you, John, and good afternoon, gorillas. What a great day it is to be a gorilla, and what a great day it is to be at Pitt State University. I'm looking out at all of our students who made a decision, maybe a few years ago, maybe just last fall, to give college a shot, to take that first step to show up, and now here you are already as college degree holders. That's truly something worth celebrating. You know, earning an Associate of Arts degree might not be what you ultimately came to Pitt State to do, but it is a big deal. It's proof that you can set a goal and work through the hard parts. It's also proof that the small steps you take every day really do lead to something important. Each of you has your own story. Maybe you were balancing work and family while taking classes. Maybe you were the first in your family to go to college. Maybe you weren't sure you could do it, but someone, a teacher, a parent, a friend, told you to keep going, and you did. You kept going. That's what this milestone represents, persistence. It's about finding a way even when the path isn't always easy, and that's something no one can ever take away from you, and what will drive you through the next part of your journey as you finish your bachelor's degree. At Pittsburgh State, we talk a lot about what it means to be a gorilla. That drive, that energy, that pride that sets this place apart. It's more than just wearing the crimson and gold. It's about community, grit, and heart. And you're a part of that. And think about this. You're halfway to your bachelor's degree. Can you believe it? In just a few short years, you'll walk out of Pitt State part of a family like no other. Whether you started here after high school, transferred from another college or university, or came back to finish what you started, you are forever part of what makes Pitt State so special. That's what I love most about this university and why my wife Vicki and I wanted to be here. It's full of people who lift each other up, faculty who care, staff who go the extra mile, friends who study and laugh together. You've experienced that here, and I hope you carry that same spirit with you for the rest of your life. Ultimately, we want to stay right here for now and keep going toward your bachelor's degree. We also know sometimes life gets in the way and you might need to take a different path for a while. Whatever your next steps, know that this Associate of Arts degree is yours and you finish something that really matters. I want you to remember this. You've already proven you can do hard things. You've proven you can finish what you start, and that means there's nothing out there that you can't take on and achieve. Life is truly full of new chapters, and this one starts at a very exciting story. So take a deep breath, look around, and enjoy this moment because you earned it. On behalf of everyone at your university, our faculty, our staff, fellow students, and the entire Gorilla family, congratulations. We're truly proud of you, we believe in you, and we can't wait to see what each and every one of you do next. Congratulations, everyone, and go Gorillas. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Dr. Newsom, and once again, congratulations to all of our graduates who are out there, and it's exciting for me to hear some very little future graduates right on cue, so we've got some baby gorillas out in the crowd as well. And now I'd like to have you turn your attention to Dr. Susan Bond, who we are lucky enough to serve as our provost, and she has some remarks to share with the group this afternoon. Dr. Bond.
I hope you all can see me behind this thing, but I really am here. It's a little taller than I am. So, welcome everybody. This is the most exciting time. Some of you might not know what is provost. What does that really mean? And as the provost, I'm the person who's charged with the responsibility for our academics. In other words, supporting all of our students to have the best and highest quality instructional and classroom experience that they can. Supporting our faculty so that they have the tools and what they need in terms of expertise, the buildings, all of the resources to ultimately support our students. So a provost is somebody who is at the very core, really focused and dedicated to ensuring that you get the high quality academics you need to fulfill your goals and to achieve your dreams. So from that point of view, some of what I'm about to say might make a lot of sense. And I just want to welcome everybody to this ceremony and thank you for taking time out of your schedules, probably taking time off work, probably having to drive maybe some distance to get here. And yet you all came because you know that today is not just a celebration, but it's a day to mark a really impactful accomplishment. Before I begin, I hope you remember why you started this journey. What happened along the way that made you decide, yes, going to college is going to work out for me? Not all people were able to really embark on that milestone in the same way that you have, and you've proven by getting to this point in your career, your journey, that you belong here, that this was the right decision for you. Your family, your friends, all of them are here to celebrate this accomplishment. And I'm hoping that some of you are doing a little happy dance. I don't know if you all were vibing to the music that we had as we entered in. Some of you might have been thinking, this is maybe not quite my happy dance song. But I hope that you know that this is this opportunity to really celebrate, because today you're not just earning an Associate of Arts degree, you're a college graduate. Think about that. We think the Associate of Arts degree is sort of halfway there. It's not. It makes you a college graduate. And that is a really critical step as you continue your journey. As President Newsom suggested, sometimes you get disrupted on your journey to get your bachelor's degree, and you have to step out. When that happens, and if that happens, you take that associate's degree with you as evidence that you're a college graduate. You take it into the workplace. You use it to benefit you to get doors open, opportunities that you might not have had if you had not earned that degree. So please recognize this for what it is, and that is a major accomplishment and something that will have great impact on your lives. For some of you, the question about going to college was really easy. When anybody asked, "Do you want to go to college?" you automatically responded yes, obviously, as if it was a dumb question, because you know that going to college is your opportunity to make a big impact, to achieve your dreams, to grow, to get exposed to things you hadn't thought about before. However, for some, that question may have felt really intimidating. For those from families where higher education was not the norm, where going away to college seemed a little bit too big and too scary, it might have been hard for you to answer automatically. You instead might have had a lot of difficulty and a lot of uncertainty. Should I do this? How will I navigate this unfamiliar territory? I know this from experience, and I like to share this a little bit briefly, because I was a first generation and the first in my family to go to college. And I tell a funny story. My family, my dad specifically, was so uncomfortable that the day he dropped me off, we loaded all my stuff on the cart to move into the dorm, and then he got back in the car, and I thought he was just gonna go park the car, and instead he was like, "Okay, I'll see you, honey. I don't really know what to do. Good luck. Love you," and he drove away. Please, because it was really unfamiliar to our family. My dad came from Sicily, so it was something just he wasn't used to. He didn't have the comfort level. So some of you might have been that person that came here thinking, how am I going to make it? How am I going to make it? But despite that, you came and you said yes. You came and you leaned in when you had to. You studied late with some friends. You found a faculty member who mentored you and guided you, who encouraged you. You had an academic advisor who listened to all of your challenges, helped you navigate work and classes and getting your degree path on the right path. So all of these evidence show that you have what it takes to be here, and that's been no small feat. So we are here to celebrate, and as we celebrate, we also have to pause and ask that difficult question. Usually comes from a parent who's really making you about feel awkward. So what's next? You're on this journey. What's going to happen next? Because I'm a mom, 30 years, and a professor for almost 3 decades, I have a lot of experience being a little bit bossy and telling people what to do. So I'll give you some ideas here. So what's next? First of all, stop and be proud of what you've accomplished. Your journey to earn this degree has not probably been easy. You've probably had to overcome a number of challenges, and yet here you are, achieving the first step of your bachelor's degree journey, and that is getting the associate's degree. This degree also demonstrates that you have chosen to commit to your education. You haven't stopped along the way. You've continued with developing your critical thinking skills. You've continued to improve your communication skills, and you've gained knowledge that's going to take you off into the future. So let's return to the question, what is next for you now that you've gotten this far in your journey? I hope that you will continue your journey. I hope you will continue to pursue your bachelor's degree. I happen to know that some of you might be walking across the stage in the spring or next year, because oftentimes that could happen where you're very close to earning your bachelor's degree. So you've already got the momentum, and you're already getting ready to continue your life journey. So there's no rush at this point to enter into the adult world. But I hope that on that journey, while you're getting ready to enter into the adult world, you'll take time to invest in yourself and make the most of these last, whether it be semester or year or 2 years that you have on our campus. Take that positive step to think about, how are you going to make a difference in the world? How is this education preparing you, whether it be to enter the healthcare workforce, education, business, or other community areas? How are you going to apply those skills and that knowledge to shape the future and maybe create lasting change? I hope as you consider your next steps, I hope you consider how to use your voice and your education to uplift others. How can you be that inspiration for those who are coming behind you, whether it be in your family or among your friends or others that you meet along your journey? Help them see your experience and your success and your refusal to give up when the going got tough, your dedication and your commitment to pursuing this degree. Help them to see all of those as evidence that they also can be inspired and can make a significant impact on the world that they're living in. If you do choose to take a pause because you've just finished your associate's degree, remember that that's okay too. Just remember, we're here to support you and cheer you on if you do return and when you return. Finally, as I wrap up today, I want to reiterate just how valuable and worthwhile this journey has been for you. This isn't just spending some time on a college campus. This is a challenge that you might not encounter again in your life. Challenges to get the degree, challenges to make new friends, challenges to navigate a world that you might not be familiar with. And you have risen to the occasion again and again. So that is a critical lesson to prove to yourself you can do it. You belong here, and you belong in whatever future you imagine for yourself. Set your goals high. You know that life can be daunting. You know that it can be demanding. And those hurdles, make those part of your journey and use those to your advantage, because you've already proven that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. And also, finally, don't forget to celebrate life's moments. Be generous in sharing joy with others and dare to dream big. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bond. Some great advice there, for sure. Also, I'd like to thank the Kansas Board of Regents, as well as our university leadership, many of who are here this evening, faculty and staff here at Pittsburgh State. Your commitment to our students is most appreciated. And now it's time for that special moment, Gorillas. I'd like to welcome Dr. Newsom back to the podium once again for the official conferring of degrees. Dr. Newsom?
I'd like all of our candidates to please stand. Dr. Bond, Dr. Bartlow, by virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Regents and the state of Kansas, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer on each of you the Associates of Arts degree, the requirements of which you have fulfilled, and do hereby vest each of you with the rights and privileges pertaining to that degree. Congratulations, graduates. Please wear your honor cords with pride. We look forward to seeing you through this next milestone, a bachelor's degree from Pittsburgh State University. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome and congratulate our newest graduates who represent Pitt State University with an Associate of Arts degree in the fall 2025 semester.
All right, guys, you can be seated. It's time to celebrate now. Thank you again, Dr. Newsom. Thank you again, everyone, for being here today. The graduates here this afternoon are part of a celebration at Pittsburgh State for those who have earned their Associate of Arts degree on their path to their bachelor's degree. In total, today we are awarding over 350 Associate of Arts degrees through Pittsburgh State University. We are excited for you as much as you reach this milestone, and we applaud your continued persistence and determination as you pursue your four-year degree. And students, I hope to see you again on the stage as I read your name when you cross it for your bachelor's degree. And don't forget, you've probably heard this, but it's something that if you haven't, you need to commit this to heart. Something we say around here, gorillas. Once a gorilla, always a gorilla. All right, you already know it. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget the reception out in the lobby, and have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.